All right, these are called work problems. And in order to complete a work problem, what we have to do is find the rate at which work is being completed. And it's the speed at which a person or thing can perform, travel, or do something. So it's the work completed over the time to complete it. So an example, Jimbo can mow one lawn in 25 minutes. So his rate would be one lawn every 25 minutes. That's his rate. So you could change it and say two lawns every 50 or three lawns every 75 minutes. But that's his rate of completion. All right. So find the rate for each. Johnny can wash 6 dogs in 2 hours. So his rate would be 6 dogs every 2 hours. And you could leave it like that, or you can reduce it. So it would be 3 dogs every 1 hour. And that's his rate. So see if you can find the rate for each of these, numbers 2 through 7, and then write them down. Hit pause now and give it a shot. Alright, and these are the rates you should have. So look at them, try to figure them out, because this is the start to all of our work problems that we're going to be completing. So for number 3, it's one shelf. Anytime it just says a shelf, they're assuming 1. And if you don't know the time, you put a T. If you didn't know the number, you'd put a T on top, or an X on top. Alright, so let's try one. So one grocery clerk can stock a shelf in 20 minutes. A second clerk requires 30 minutes to stock the same shelf. How long would it take to stock the shelf if the clerks were working together? So what we're looking for on each of these, you're going to have two people, and they're going to work alone, and they're going to each work together. So you're going to have 3 rates each time. You have clerk 1's rate. He does one shelf every 20 minutes. Clerk 2 does one shelf every 30 minutes. So we know if we add these two together, they're going to get some rate together. And what we're looking for is how long it will take them to stock one shelf. It's that one. Just like here, working together, Jimmy and Sally can mow one lawn in T minutes. So that means they can stock one shelf in T minutes. And that gives us this rate. And that's our equation. So if you add the two rates together, it would give them their rates together. And we go back to the equation solving that we learned here, and that's to find a common denominator, multiply by that common denominator, and then solve the resulting equation. So, common denominator here would obviously involve a T, and then the LCD of 20 and 30 is 60. So if we multiply everything by 60T, simplify. It's not 30. It's 3T. And then 2T. It gives us a nice equation. So it's 60 equals 3T plus 2T. That's 5T equals 60. 12. And then go back and see what time is. It's minutes. So it will take the two clerks 12 minutes to stock one shelf. And that's it. That's a work problem. So you have them working alone and then working together. So let's try another. Jimmy can mow a lawn in 75 minutes. So that means his rate would be one lawn every 75 minutes. Sally can mow a lawn in 50 minutes. So her rate would be one lawn every 50 minutes. Okay, so we have 1 over 75 plus 1 over 50, and now we just need the time together. It's not given, so we know they can do one lawn in we don't know. And that's our equation. LCD again is 150T. Reduce. And it's not always going to be 2 and 3T, just a coincidence. So that's 150 equals 2t plus 3t. That's 30. So, working together, it would take them 30 minutes. So working together, they could mow a lawn in 30 minutes. And that's it. Alright, try one. Give that one a shot. Hit pause now. So you should have gotten 24 minutes. Looks like a 32. Let me change that. That's a 3t. So that's the equation you should have right here. That's the work for solving it. Alright, try this one. This is as tricky as I think you should have to work through. But it's a pretty good problem. So this may take a while for you. Give it a shot. If you need a hint, hit pause. Unhit pause. So these are the rates you should have for Jimmy and Tommy. Jimmy can stock 3 times as many as Tommy. So if Tommy stocks 1 every t, Jimmy stocks 3 every t. We don't know the time. And then the rate together is given. It takes them 2 hours. So they do 1 shelf every 2. And that is the equation. So solve it. So we have a time of 8, but that still doesn't tell us how fast the Jimmy or Tommy can stock a shelf. This time represents how fast Tommy can stock a shelf. So Tommy can stock 1 shelf in 8 minutes. Because that's what it is, 1 every 8. But see, Jimmy's rate is 3 over 8. So I'm going to put JR here for Jimmy's rate. It's 3 over 8. But we want 1. So here's the trick. If you want to know his time, you can rewrite it like this. 1 over 8/3. If you flip it, and the reason is this, whenever you're dividing by a fraction, you would flip it. So this would be 1 divided by 3/8. And there it is. Sorry, 1 divided by 8/3. And so when you flip it, you get 3/8. So that means Jimmy can stock 1 shelf in 8/3 minutes. It's good enough for me. If you want to convert that to minutes and seconds, go for it. It's 2.66, so 2 2/3. And then what's 2/3 of a minute? It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Because there's 60 seconds in a minute. So that would be 20. 20 times 2 is 40. So you can do it in 2 minutes, 40 seconds. But 8/3 minutes, it's still fine. This is all about the process, not necessarily the conversion. Thank you.